Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Today's episode is not about information. Today's episode is not about offering you some new information. Today's episode is just about trying to understand and trying to kind of put a lot of things that experts speak into some form of logic. I'll tell you what I'm trying to do here. You see, a lot of experts, as the election is coming to close, speaks about numbers, saying that, Modi will do well and Modi may do better than last time or same as last time and so on and so forth. I wonder, where does this prediction come from? And what logic gives this kind of prediction any sanctity? What logic? That's number one. Number two is some places BJP will be number one, some places BJP will be number two and all of that. One really doesn't understand where such logic comes from and how can such prediction have any veracity, for that matter of fact. Number one. Number two is, you see, some experts talk about Rahul Gandhi stepping down from whatever post he holds. I don't know what post he holds in the first place. A lot of people talk about, or some people talk about, Rahul Gandhi stepping down. Now, if Rahul Gandhi steps down, then why not Mr. Modi stepping down? That's the logic I want to put up today. Let's get right into the show. Now, like I said, a lot of experts. Before I get into experts and all that, let me tell you, fifth phase is almost getting over today, which means 430 seats sealed. It's in the EVM box. We hope it will all be safe in the EVM box and whatever counting device they have. It's all safe. And two phases more, 113 seats more, which will happen in the next 2 weeks. So that's the status as far as election is concerned. Now, let me go further. So, some experts say that, listen, you know what, Rahul Gandhi should step down. You know why? Because har bar harta hai Rahul Gandhi here. Every time Rahul Gandhi is losing, so he should step down. Like in any corporate world and all that, when things don't work, when the company doesn't do well, the head steps down. And a lot of people are arguing about it. A lot of people are writing about it. A lot of people are saying yes. A lot of people are saying no. A lot of people are saying no too. Let me also say that. Re-emphasize that. Okay, so yeah. First of all, the question that I want to ask these experts is, Rahul Gandhi resigned from where? From what? What is Rahul Gandhi? Who is Rahul Gandhi? Rahul Gandhi is an MP elected by people of Wayanad. He is an MP of Congress party. So why should he resign as an MP of Congress party because his party is not doing well? What kind of logic is this? Number one. Number two, resign from what? Being a star campaigner? A person who draws 50,000, 1 lakh people when he goes to speak? Is that what he should resign from? And some people who actually made this speech, they too did yatras. Their yatra had 20 people and Rahul Gandhi's yatra had 20,000 people. These are the people who are advising Rahul Gandhi. But what I do not understand is, what is the logic of this advice? You see, Rahul Gandhi, 2014, had 44 seats. Congress had 44 seats. 2019, Congress has gone to 52. No matter what any expert says, Congress may do better than 52 this time, which is 2024. So, isn't the graph going up? So, if the graph is going up, why should Rahul Gandhi resign? I mean, what logic is it? 2019, they didn't win. Rahul Gandhi resigned as the president. But that being said, people who say Rahul Gandhi failed, the question I want to ask is, where did Modi start and where did Rahul Gandhi start? 2014, Modi had a fantastic platform. That was the Bharatiya Janata Party. There was no negative, much of negative that was attached with Bharatiya Janata Party in 2014. So, the platform was good. Secondly, Modi had the Gujarat model, which acted as a springboard for Modi to dive. So, Modi came from a fairly strong background. 2014, what did Rahul Gandhi have? Rahul Gandhi had a political party which was called possibly one of the most corrupt political parties in the world. That's the platform he had got. He came from a political party that was known for policy paralysis. That's the platform he came from. He came from a political party that people literally hated, because people like Anna Hazare had created such a negative vibe for that political party. Anna Hazare and a lot of anchors, let's not get there, about that political party, saying every person, every minister, every party member was corrupt. That's what Rahul got. So Rahul started from there. Modi started from here. So Rahul not only had to cover grounds, he had to come underground, come out of that and get Congress to wherever it is today. I am not saying therefore Modi and Congress, that is BJP and Congress, rather Modi and Congress is at the same level. No, Modi is in a far higher level. But the fact remains that Congress came way ahead of what it was in 2014. That credit has to be given to Rahul Gandhi. There is no debate on that. Another very important thing that a lot of critics say is, listen, you know what? The opposition didn't do anything. The opposition was useless. They came together for some time. They came together in Bangalore. They came together in Mumbai and they didn't do anything. You see, what you need to understand, look at it from a practical perspective. Was there an environment built for the opposition to actually go and do anything? Half the opposition, like I told you, was fighting cases against ED, IT and all the others. Half of them were fighting a ban from parliament. Half of them were worried whether they will be arrested that night. What was the environment in India? You see, from 1952 to 2024, possibly this was the most dangerous environment for an opposition. By opposition, any dissent. It was one of the most dangerous environment. Do we take that into consideration when we sit and say opposition didn't do anything, they didn't do any campaigning, they didn't do any road shows, they didn't do any protests? Do we take that into consideration? Let me also try and tell you from an advertising perspective, advertising and campaign perspective, as to why possibly the opposition decided to start their campaign late. You see, what happens is, from a technical campaign perspective, when your resources, both in terms of manpower, in terms of money, when your resources are limited, what you try and do is you try and put all your resources closer to the launch. Because the big brand, the leading brand, the number one brand has all the money, all the resources which Bharatiya Janata Party had at its disposal. So what would a competing brand do? A small competing brand do? That is the opposition. With their limited resources, they wait for the last moment, and in the last moment, they take everything and put everything into it. That's exactly what the opposition did. All road shows, all campaigns, all rallies happened close to elections so that they can get the maximum mileage out of it. What's wrong in that? What's wrong in that? Compare the budget that the market leader, which is BJP in this case, spent over the last 1 year, and compare the budget what India Alliance put together spent in the last 1 year. Compare these two budgets and see where India Alliance would have stood had they spent all the money from 1 year. By the end of the election, they would have no money. They would have no money to rally or campaign or spend on advertising. You need to understand this concept of target media spend. And that's what these guys did. What's wrong in that? While I also think that there is a BJP has an edge, and I get trolled for that, but I still believe that BJP has an edge in 2024. But to go out and say that, listen, you know what, you'll get so much numbers, you will get more than this number, you may get equal numbers and all that. All these predictions are nothing but predictions, guesswork. If it works, wow, you are master. If it doesn't work, you keep quiet for some time and it will tide over. And then go for the next prediction. This is what a lot of people do. This is the mantra of being relevant in politics. Put your neck on the block, go, commit something. If it works, you're king. If it doesn't work, for 2-3 months, keep quiet. Take all the trolls, keep quiet, shut up, take all the trolls, and 5 months ke baad start predicting again. This is the mantra of being relevant in politics and being known as political strategist and the best brain in politics and all. This is the mantra. So this is what it is. So that's number 2. Number 3 is by the same logic, I ask the same strategist who claims to be sitting in the center or who also claims, some people also claim to be anti-establishment. I ask the same strategist, why not ask Mr. Narendra Modi to resign? Why not ask Mr. Narendra Modi to resign? You say that Rahul Gandhi should resign because Rahul Gandhi has not performed in the last 2 elections. Now, this election is fought under the banner of Narendra Modi, nothing but Narendra Modi. It is Mr. Narendra Modi's guarantee. Narendra Modi's guarantee is Modi's guarantee. So, if Modi doesn't do 400 par, shouldn't Modi step down and saying that, oops, people didn't believe me. I wanted 400 seats. I didn't get 400 seats. So, I resign because I couldn't achieve my target. Now, this entire thing about 400 seats being a wishy-washy, being a wrong target, being a decoy set for the opposition to run behind and all this, it's all, intellectual dissecting. All that is irrelevant. I mean, you just because you say 400, everybody runs behind 400 and all, that's all talk. So, if he doesn't achieve 400, shouldn't Mr. Modi resign? A lot of people say that Modi is not as popular as what Modi was in 2014. Modi is not as popular as what Modi was in 2019. Modi wave just doesn't exist in 2024. Same people say that. Shouldn't Modi resign? Shouldn't Modi resign? By what I was in 2014, I am not in 2024. Shouldn't the same people say that while Rahul Gandhi should resign, but Modi should also resign? Shouldn't the same people say that? Isn't that logical? Shouldn't the same people say that if Modi doesn't do well in South India, he's been trying from 14, trying in 19, trying in 24, and if he still doesn't do well in South India, he should resign? He doesn't score in Tamil Nadu, he doesn't score in Kerala, he should resign? Shouldn't the same people say that? Shouldn't the same people say that, listen, you know what, if West Bengal, he does not come number 1, which these people claim that they will, if he doesn't become number 1, he should resign? Because kab se try kar rahe ho, yaar? 2014, 2019, you have tried, didn't happen, you should resign. The fact remains that if these people are saying that Rahul should resign, I'm sure they have their own logic to it, but if these people say that Rahul should resign, shouldn't these same people also say that Modi's popularity is going down, there are a lot more opposition to Modi than it was before, there is the anti-incumbency is increasing, people are not angry with Modi, but people are dissatisfied with Modi, the dissatisfaction with Modi is increasing. So if all this is increasing, don't you think 2024 having Modi and continuing with Modi will only ensure that 2029 BJP will never come to power? Assuming 2024 they will come, assuming 2024 they come to power, don't you think that's a logic? Don't you think that's a logic? These experts are not given the brief to talk about Modi's resignation because the logic fits here too. The logic fits here too. I mean, this is the point that I wanted to make. You see, a lot of people use their position, use their popularity to set narratives which make the entire election look very lopsided, make the entire election looks going in a certain direction. And that, with the kind of influence they hold, makes the election go in a certain direction, which is not really good for the current democratic process, for the simple reason that you have one party with a lot of money, lot of clout, lot of media, everything under their belt, and you have one group of people who are trying their best to fight. So that's the point I wanted to make. Like I told you, my reason of this editorial is not really either for or against, or I just wanted to put some perspective, the way I see it. Maybe I am wrong, but this is the way I see it. And I wanted to put up another perspective to whatever is happening, other than just seeing it as one-sided. Opposition is idiot, opposition don't know, Rahul should resign, opposition is all bad, opposition is, irrelevant. I mean, all these narratives, it's easy to say. What actually is happening on ground is different. What actually is happening on ground is different. No opposition party in this country has fought elections in these circumstances. Never. Right from 1952 till date, no opposition party has fought election with these difficult circumstances. This opposition is fighting. And I think they're doing a fairly decent job. Whether they win, whether they lose is a different issue. they're doing a fairly decent job. This is the point I wanted to make. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.